Yes, that was an interesting story. What happened was that, see, I always worshipped Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh, okay.
I have, I mean, right from my childhood, you know, simple man without any powers, without any office, just based on the power of his thoughts. He gave transformational leadership in an era for a poor country where there was zero communication, basically. All right. And fought the mighty empire in an absolute non-violent way. I think it was incredible. So it had enormous impact on my mind, by the way. But the major difference came when I was honored by Australian Academy. And I happened to be the first one from India to be so honored. And there was a function in Canberra where Robin Batterham, the president of the Australian Academy, gave me the presentation with the honor. And I was supposed to speak on innovation. Innovation. So I said, there is no point in telling them something from the textbooks. I must tell them something. And I also said that I am the first Indian, but I can list 100 Indians who are better than me. And since they have not chosen anyone of them but me, that they don't know much about India. So I said I must tell them something about India. That was the motivation, staying. Okay. And I coined the term Gandhian engineering at that time. And I explained to them that you have heard about mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. I introduced to you a new concept called Gandhian engineering. And what is it? It is based on two tenets of Mahatma Gandhi. One is that there is enough for everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed. What it means is that when resources are getting consumed, use them carefully. Use them less and less, but get more and more. So that became more from less. And the second part, that there is enough, as far as the benefits of science are concerned, they must reach the poorest of the poor. So that means getting it for more and more people. So that became more from less for more. And somehow or other, the word caught it on. And then C.K. Prahlad and I were on some common boards, we were talking about it. And he loved it. And both of us wrote a paper in 2010 in Harvard Business Review. It was on Gandhi engineering, more from less for more. And we called it Innovation's Holy Grail. Okay. Yeah. The reason was, getting more from more is no issue. That means creating, spending more money and creating more expensive gadgets for richer people is more from more. No problem. Getting less from less is no problem. Like for poor people, give them something which is second and third. But getting more from less is very difficult. That means making high technology work for the poor. Beautiful. Yeah. So that is sort of the thrust. And then what happened was that in World Economic Forum, after we wrote that paper, World Economic Forum sort of loved it because there was a great philosophy for businessmen. Because when it comes to businessmen, they actually do well and then they do good. Like Bill Gates made a lot of money and then it's created a foundation. But here what we are talking about is doing well by doing good. That means doing good itself is a business. That means you create products which sort of serve the needs of the poor. But there we are not talking about something where we do jugaad. We talk about affordable excellence, high quality, making high technology work for the poor. That's what we talk about. So that is where I actually got into it. And then I've given around 30 plus cities around the world. I was invited to speak about it and it became, and then World Bank, Asian Development Bank, they picked up. World Bank created a project on this philosophy. Yeah, it was a $55 million project for Vietnam, getting inclusive innovation, as they called it. Basic, getting benefits. So when we refer to this concept of Gandhi engineering, we are talking about affordable excellence. Normally, what is affordable is not excellent. What is excellent is not affordable. Right? But India has demonstrated you can do that. That's number one. Number two, I was telling you about my mother. So my mother and Gandhi engineering, how they are linked, and how it influenced me even after she is gone. So what happened was, she used to stay in Pune. I was in Delhi, and every weekend I used to come. And I have this habit of carrying cash with me. So Friday evening I would come. Saturday, Sunday I'll be in the lab. And Sunday before leaving, whatever money I had, I would give it to her. Never asked her what she did with them. When she passed away, that was 17 November 2006, my daughter, Shruti, was trying to reorganize her things, saris, and she found all the money that I had given her there. She had not spent on me. The little chit. Don't forget our roots and help those who do science for the poor. These are not exact wording in Marathi. She wrote in Marathi, but I'm giving you the sense. So I created this Anjali Mashelkar Foundation in her name. So what it does is that it gives awards, and this is the 12th year of it. It's a small award, 1 lakh. Occasionally, in a given year, we have given 2 awards. But they meet the following criteria. First is, I'm not a great believer in best practice, because best practice means you're copying somebody's best practice. I'm a great believer in next practice. So you create something which becomes best practice for others. Number one. Number two, as I said, making high technology work for the poor. So I'll give you typical examples because that illustrates Gandhian engineering. That illustrates how radical social transformation can take place because of Gandhi. So therefore, I think the basic idea in India is affordable excellence, making high technology work for the poor, and that's what the foundation does. So I'll give you some examples. Like ECG, electrocardiogram. What do? We go to the hospital, lie down, a nurse comes, puts 12 lead, and then take the readings, alright, and whatever she charges depends upon the hospital. How about a portable ECG, which you can carry in your pocket? This is a portable ECG. Wow. So what does it do? This portable ECG. You have these two sensors here. You put your 2 thumbs for 15 seconds. Then this is a sensor. This is your heart. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. So within about 3 minutes, if you have downloaded an app called Sanket, the ECG goes to you. Okay. Now, what does that mean? It means that even a poor woman, let's say in a remote village, she has a pain in the heart in the middle of the night. You'll have to put her in a bullock cart or a motorcycle and take her several kilometers. You don't have to. All that you have to do is this, and if there is a connectivity, the best expert anywhere, metropolitan city, can actually see that the power of this. Per ECG, it costs just 5 rupees, and this entire device costs 4,500 rupees. Wow. You can buy it on Amazon. This has gone to 12 countries now, including Europe, US, Australia. and 2.5 million of these have been sold.
Wow, fantastic.
Making India for the world, but affordable excellence. And this is 12 lead HCG, by the way, medical grade. It is not getting sort of just breast cancer. You have to do mammography and the rest of it, and particularly women in villages are very vulnerable. So, Mihir Shah, young fellow, has developed this. This is called iBreast. So what you do is this one. You just move for a couple of minutes on this. It takes a scan and sends it into the cloud and then to any expert that you want, and accurately detects whether you have breast cancer or not. Cost per test or scan is $1. And this 2 million women have been scanned so far with this. And in India also that is happening. I was in Goa and saw the Goa Chief Minister as actually is doing this for 1 lakh women, out of which 70,000 that are very completed. You can see what transformation this is. And the third one is, there are 12 by the way. I will not show you all the 12. But again, looking at rural villages, woman gets pregnant in a rural village and she has to go monthly checks. Where does she go? She takes a bus and gets 7 kilometers to the nearest available doctor. So Senthil, whose sister used to travel by bus, said, he's a smart Indian. He said, why do you have to do that? And he created this wearable, so as to say. It is able to detect this sensor-based sort of system, but it is able to detect 12 of your medical parameters, basically. Data goes into the cloud, so it is accessible for monitoring to anyone. You would say, what is the cost again? 1,000 rupees for 1,000 days, 1 rupee per day. And why 1,000? Because you would say 9-month pregnancy is all over. No, the child is monitored.
The child goes.
And also what happens is that, as you know, nutrition is a big issue. So therefore, this is an AI-based system. It also tells you based on the parameters what is the kind of nutrition.
What's the name?
This one, same thing.
Oh,
The device is called Save Mom.
Save Mom.
Save Mom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, I'll send you the full detail of this. I'll send you a link where all these details are
Fantastic.
on the foundation. So what I'm saying is that these 3 examples that I have in hand, these are all creations.
Your mother.
Not my mother, inspired by her, but Gandhi implemented. Affordable excellence, making high technology work for the poor. That's what not just India needs, the whole world needs.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, I love that, but I didn't want to leave your mother out because had she not done that, you would have not perhaps thought it.
No, I would not
Such
have.
a
I mean, just as
phenomenal-
I fought the turmeric battle, inspired by what she did. Similarly, I created the foundation and got into this simply because she had left all that money and left a message for me. Saying, do something for those who do science for
I would have
the
loved to have met her. What a woman, what an incredible lady.
no, a great lady. You can see her photograph
She
shining up.
looks so beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what it is.